Well, when I won the lottery, but constantly going over budget, even though I have a money book, why are people gonna take my word? At first, it's like, oh, a knob saying that, but I guess I have. Dream big, girl. And maybe you need to be stricter on yourself. You see my tracksuit bottoms? Business on top, party on bottom. I'm so formal for a money book video. Wow, look at me. We're back for a money related video. When I first ever put out that money book series, you need to watch that before you watch this. So I'll link it below or in like a little card. Now I'm so... YouTube, check me out, boy. I put a disclaimer there saying I'm not Martin Lewis, this is just what works for me, and now I can say that it's also worked for other people. It's one of the most rewarding things is when I get a DM and it's telling me how this has happened, or they felt like this and they've done a money book and they felt empowered and in control. I've had so many amazing stories. That's why I'm doing it. I don't work in finance or anything. I'm just a normal girl. I love to say girl. Have you got any examples of things / holidays you've saved up for to show how well it works? When I first was going to film the whole money book series, I hesitated because I was like, well, I haven't got this, so therefore why are people going to take my word? What do I have to prove? You don't have to have this X, Y and Z to be good with your money, because I know people with X, Y and Z that actually are up to their eyeballs in debt. Is that the saying, up to your eyeballs in debt? I'm not going to sit here and say, well, in my life savings I've got this, and I've got this, and I've got this. Holidays that I think I've gone on some like luxury holidays. I feel like a knob saying that, but I guess I have. I think examples are you lot who've done it and it's worked. It's not going to work for everyone. You might be a spreadsheet kind of person, I'm a paper kind of person. My examples are, I'm not in debt, never have been in debt. I truly believe that I can have anything I want. It sounds so weird, but I'm like, if I can sort it out and save for it. I'm not sitting here like, if I want an £11 million house with a pool, then I'm gonna get that next month. Obviously not. Where I've worked pretty much, people have gone, oh, is it payday yet? Or they've run out of money 2 weeks in. I've forgotten it's payday before. I'm not there like, oh my god, I need payday, my money, I can't make it stretch. I've already filmed this and I didn't like my answer because it took me so long and I was like, blah. And I'm still struggling, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. How do I stop pretending I'm a millionaire when really I'm on minimum wage? Dream big, girl. Someone put, please go through how you write the pages, how you include everything, design, etc. I have done that on my money book series. I don't know if you've watched that, but if you haven't, then watch that. If you have, DM me and tell me if maybe I could show it more. Okay, the main question is, how do I even begin? And when I first had this question, I've had it a few times, I thought, we'll just set up a money book. Like, I don't get it. And then I realised I've been doing this since the moment I earned a penny. I've had a little notebook, which it does make me laugh. I'm like, it's just little me in my little notebook. Like, who knew that it would help other people? Anyway, I was trying to put myself in your shoes, not really knowing about your money, not really knowing how much you even spend, and then trying to put it into a book when you're not even sure yourself. I would start like this. First of all, get out of your head that it's going to be neat. You might be thinking, what? But I've actually had people DM me saying that they want it to be all neat and tidy, and that is a common thing with anyone that has notebooks. When I do my Christmas planner, the amount of times I've ripped it out because it doesn't look good, but my money book's a mess. Your money book's gonna be a mess. It's just how it is. Before you even start on all the pages, you start on your first budget, you start on this, you start on that. You need to just get everything you know about your money onto paper. I would start with what you earn, and then get all your bills, all the dates of your bills, exactly how much all your bills are. Then any debts, who you need to pay them to, is there dates that you have to pay that by, put that on. If it's a credit card, work out how much can you afford to pay back. I notice that people with debt, when they think I'm gonna pay it off, instantly they stretch themselves. I'm gonna pay £150 a month back. And I'm like, can you really afford 150? Wouldn't you rather pay 75 back? And know that every month without fail, that's gonna be easy. 75 you're gonna pay back, rather than stretch yourself at 150 and then the next month put yourself in crap and then not pay. Do you know what I mean? You need a good balance between realistic and not just giving yourself like an easy ride, like, oh, I'm gonna pay £5 back. Yeah, no, 5 is all I can do. You need to decide, are you gonna do savings? I have multiple savings, are you gonna have multiple? When I say multiple, I don't have multiple. You need to watch my savings one, but basically, are you gonna save for different things? Have you got any? What are they for? You need to work all that stuff out, jotting it down. Once you start writing things down, it starts to become clearer. At first, it's like, ugh. And then you can start building on your other pages. I really hope that makes sense. I would literally love to sit with every single one of you and like do it with you. But obviously I can't do that. Once you've got all that out, you're never gonna have to do that again once you've set it all up. And that brings me on to my other question, which is, how do I set my budget? So I'm guessing you mean like for you, for food, for this, for that. And if I'd never done it before, I think what I would do is go onto my online banking, scroll through a solid month, maybe even 2 months, and just write down every time you see Tesco, Sainsbury's, see how much you come up with. See on average what you were spending on food, what you spend on yourself, what you're spending on your home. The sun, can you stop? You do your first one, say you start February 1st or whenever you get paid. By the end of February into March, you're like, that budget didn't work for me, that one did, I need to rejig it a bit. And just go from there. You're gonna get better at it. I'm continuously changing mine. Some of them are set and I sort of know, but it is about rejigging it and working out what you can actually do, what works for you. You'll get there in the end. This is a good question. So constantly going over budget, even though I have a money book, what am I doing wrong? I think it's like what I was just saying. Look at your budget realistically. Have you gave yourself too small of a budget? Are you doing the tracking log? Are you spending money on stupid stuff that you actually could cut out? Maybe drop the personal budget, up the food budget. If it's a food budget, could you shop at Aldi instead of M&S? I don't know. That's why the tracking part's good, because then you can go, well, I've spent loads of money on this. Like for instance, I was spending, I think it was like £40 on Maltesers at work a month. And I thought, am I actually okay? It's little things that add up. Adjust the budget for the next month, and then if it doesn't work, look again. And like I said before, you will get there. You just have to try, and maybe you need to be stricter on yourself. Sometimes you are just spending too much money and you don't earn enough to spend that money. You just have to be realistic. After every question I feel like saying, I hope that helps, because I don't know if I'm helping at all. I'm answering this how I would approach it if it was my problem. So what do you cut out, i.e. Netflix? So I'm actually filming a whole video on things that I cut out, things I don't buy, like whether I cut out Netflix, Spotify, Audible, Prime, just to name a few. I didn't realise how much I don't buy. There's so many things I'm like, oh, I don't buy that either. Oh, look at me. But there's also things I'm like, actually, I have them things. I wouldn't have expected that. Anyway, you just wait for that video. So subscribe for that. I like this question. What do you do if you get any unexpected money, i.e. bonus, lottery win, gift? Well, when I won the lottery back in 2001, I couldn't even do the lottery in 2001. Try and not be boring and sensible, but when it comes to money, I am freaking sensible. It sometimes annoys me. I've done a few different things. In my old job, I used to get a bonus twice a year. One of the bonuses, I was Sensible Sally. And with the second bonus, 1 year anyway, I just went a bit wild. I booked Jay-Z and Beyonce tickets for me and my little sister. They were not cheap. Put some towards a holiday. Bought myself stuff. I don't know what went on that year. I actually had 2 bits of unexpected money at the end of last year. The first amount, I basically saved 90% and 10% went on something really sensible. It's because I've got my monthly amount that I give to myself. There was nothing I really wanted or needed. The other amount I got was less. In the same savings, but I have my little saving pots and it's just down as like gift. I haven't decided where it goes, because once I decide, if I decide that's going in life savings, which is what the other one did, life savings mean you don't touch it unless it's an emergency, like a big life thing, like buying a house or investing in something or starting something. I don't touch that. That does not get touched. If it went in there, I then can't decide to take it out. I literally take it so seriously that once it's gone in there, I can't do it now. That's it. Even though technically I could, I don't. So this one, I can't decide still. So I've literally just put it in this little section. It's just there. I'm thinking of maybe doing like a half saved, half fun. But if I can find something that actually genuinely I need to use it on and not something I could just use out my monthly wage. Someone said weekly budgeting and where to start. I've done a whole video on that and I would recommend starting the same way as I said before. I hope that did actually help that question before, but yeah. But I keep trying every month and fail on the extra treat yourself shit. I think that is a whole nother subject with money, shopping habits and, you know, stopping just buying stuff to buy stuff. Wow, great answer. I think what I was meant to say is that's a whole different topic and one that could require a whole video. But I do think if you have a money book, you're so much more aware of your money. It stops them purchases, but it is around spending habits. And one thing I said on my Instagram stories the other week was we don't need everything we like. Desperately trying to save and don't know where to start. I think it all starts from, with me anyway, the money book. If I didn't set that all out, I wouldn't save. You know what I mean? Because I set that out, the savings are sorted. I put my savings away before I do anything. Before I even get my own money and decide how much I'm allowed, savings are decided first. Like a domino effect. You can't save until you've sorted out the rest. How to make your pay last all month. Get a money book. Budget. The word budget, you think you're on a budget, this on a budget. But I budget for a luxury holiday. But that isn't budget. Budgeting to me is just having a plan for your money. That's it. Just have a plan for your money. So I'm an idiot and missed out 2 questions that I wanted to answer. How to budget to save more. And what I would do is look at my home budget, my food, me, petrol, and think, can I cut any of these down? And even if I took £30 of all of them, that gives me 3, 6, 9, 12, £120 extra to save. Or look at your gas, look at your electric, switching suppliers, cutting out things like Netflix, Spotify. The other one was for inspiration. I would love to learn how much people spend on themselves. So I can only obviously answer for what I give myself a month. If you're willing to share, comment below how much personal money you give yourself. I'm assuming it's just personal money, so not petrol, not savings, not saving for a holiday even, just literally what you spend on yourself a month that isn't food, petrol or anything like that. I guess leisurely, meals out, clothes. I give myself one budget. I don't have like a clothes budget or this, that or the other. I just have a me budget. Ever since I've earned money, whether it's gone up or down, part-time, full-time, whatever, I've always given myself exactly the same amount. And I give myself, I don't know if this is really little, minimum I give myself is £200. Maximum, normally in summer months, might be like 300, but it just depends. Say, like I said about the bonus thing, I gave myself way more that month. So yeah, why do I feel really vulnerable? Comment below yours so I don't feel like a little vulnerable thing. Anyway, yeah, back to the video. A lot of people said about doing other tips that could help. And again, I think that could be like a whole video. So many little things, little habits that can help. And I do think you need to treat your money book like cleaning your teeth. I just do it now. It's just naturally part. I couldn't ever imagine not doing it. It's not even a question. Like I wouldn't get up and think, should I clean my teeth today? Should I? Like I'm just gonna do it because that's just what I do. And if I didn't, my teeth would be disgusting. If you can just make it a habit and stick to it, take it seriously, it'll get easier. And maybe you'll take aspects of the money book and then you'll have your own things, and before you know it, you've got your own version of what I do, but it is what works for you. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with anyone you think it should be shared with. The money book series, share it with friends, family, you know, if they need a little bit of help from my organised bubble. I feel like money it does have a big impact in our lives, so if anything can help someone, then why not? And I'll see you in my next video, which is going to be about holidays and spending your money on holidays. I'm all for that. Memories over things. Goodbye. What? Goodbye. I hope I've not missed anything out. That's my biggest fear with these. Anyway, goodbye. Thanks for watching.